Hi, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic message from your spirit guides. Please go ahead and select one of these 3 crystals, and you will find your reading attached to each of the groups. I'll see you at your reading. Thank you again for being here, and namaste. If you selected the first group, then you selected this beautiful raw moonstone. It's a little bit feldsparry, has a really nice corally kind of color to it. This is very gentle. It's very soothing. It helps calm nerves and anxiety. It helps strengthen your intuition, soothe the mind, and balance out emotions. So, let's get into your reading. Today, I'm going to start with the Light Seers Tarot. And first, I'm going to take a few cards for your situation. We'll see what message your spirit guides have for you today. So to start your reading, we have the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. So this is saying essentially that you've let a particular energy go, and you are feeling more comfortable in a place where you didn't know better. So now you're making a decision to step forward into newness, but you're reminiscing on the past fondly. This could have to do with others. This could have to do with taking rational steps in the right direction. A lot of Swords indicates a lot of mental activity and some communication, with the 6 going down to a 2. There could be things that you do in your everyday life that you have a hard time talking about. And perhaps you had your reasons, you're growing out of this, and there are some more physical things now that you are dealing with. It's like you're trying to get the way that you present yourself, you want it to be a little more authentic to what you do every day, the way that you feel on the inside, and you want to learn how to better communicate yourself and continue building what you're building at the same time. But maybe open it up to the world now. There's certainly this energy of leaving a particular situation that you thought would bring you a lot of security, a lot of comfort, and you decided to go out on your own, just follow your heart. And it looked like you were going to be out in the middle of the water for a long time before you saw land again, before you found that comfort. But you had faith, you went and did it anyway, you made the move, and you've taken the blindfolds off your eyes, so you're no longer wondering what's going to happen next. You're now taking practical action in order to achieve your goals. You just, maybe you're having a hard time expressing yourself. With the Wheel, I'm hearing to put this underneath, so with the Wheel, number 10, the 2 of Cups, beautiful, 2, 2, 2, and the 7 of Cups. Okay, so you have completed definitely a cycle, but the Wheel is saying here that there's a new cycle that you are ready to begin, and you see the shore now. You have a lot of different options, and you have made up your mind as to where you want to go. You're just trying to take the correct steps in the correct order in the correct way so that you don't find yourself in this past energy, and you can still reap all the benefits of everything that you've built, all the love within and around you. And there's definitely some heavy decision-making energy coming out in the spread. With the 7 of Cups, this is saying that everything is divinely orchestrated. Yes, this is a decision that you have to make, but you cannot make the wrong choice. Everything that you do will take you to the right place. But I'm thinking of the game Chutes and Ladders looking at this. That could be significant for you, or it could just be indicative of cycles that you keep feeling like you're going over a mountain and it turns into a molehill, and then it's a grain of salt and you thought it was a mountain all along, and then you see a real mountain, and just this ever-going process of things being difficult for you. This is in the past. You've released this energy. Now you're feeling more synergy. You're in touch with your emotions, in touch with your intuition, and you're trying to make the right choice. Here, this kind of burnt orange, scarlety red kind of color is coming out a lot. So make sure that you enjoy your means of stability and comfort as well. Make sure that you are feeling the pleasurable and sensual aspects of your life, and make sure that you are also not overindulging in those things, and making sure that you do everything that you need to in order to maintain your own security. So there is a lot of rational energy and a lot of heart space energy, and so far there's the least amount of pentacles and no wands. So it could be beneficial for you to step more into your fire energy. Check that out in your natal chart, or just vibe it out, try to meditate and feel your elements. Spending some time with the fire element can maybe help you rebirth some spiritual inspiration, and also your inspiration and also passion. This will help you not only ground, but continue this process of rebirth. It seems like it's a large energy exchange. The input and output of this particular journey you're on right now is huge. So a little bit of flame, fire, could be exactly what you need right now. Meditate on this and allow that to help you make your decision. You already have a lot of water here, so I can see that you are very in tune. Don't be afraid of the fire, because you are so strongly connected to the water. Okay. So I'm going to pull a little more clarity. I want to see why this is coming up for you. So this is going to be the Tattoo Tarot. This deck is still a bit new to me, and I absolutely love it, so I'll be discovering some of the symbology with you. We have the Moon. Beautiful. And the Five of Wands. Yeah, definitely. There are some things that you have gone through entirely alone, and that is okay. There are things that are being brought to the surface for you about battles that you fought, and maybe you're just realizing now how strong you truly are. This could definitely be part of your motivation, but also part of your burden, and that's all right as well. You have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. This is also that you can create intentionally exactly what you want to create. You wouldn't be able to understand hard work and pure joy if you didn't need to work hard and experience lack of joy. So this 3 is saying it's time for you to be more playful. It's time for you to be more creative, to let go of energies from the past, but use what you've learned in the past in order to manifest a new beginning. You already are on the right direction, and what you see in yourself and what others see in you, they should align. But for some reason, it's like you are too humble, or you feel too shy to put yourself out there in your full light. It's like you're standing in your power in the dark. But in order to stand in your power in the light, you must communicate about things that you've gone through, perhaps, and you would rather feel it out, live by the moon, and hopefully grow out of this burden. And I did see this as the 5 of Wands, and it is the 6 of Wands, and that's a significant difference in energy. So it's like it looked like you were climbing an uphill battle, but in fact you were getting your perfect union. You were going exactly where you wanted to go. The 6 of Wands, this is union energy, this is completion, this is satisfaction and fulfillment. So that's really interesting. I apologize for the misread there, but everything for a reason. We do have another 6, so you could be seeing 6-6 or 2-2-2 a lot, 7-7-7 or 10-10. Particularly 6-6, there are things grounding in your reality that they can be pleasant or unpleasant, but definitely things grounding in your reality. These have to do with your day-to-day life, and there are changes that have already happened that are now solidifying. So there will be some new energy coming your way, and they will be taking place in the physical. So we have Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. There's your Wands energy right here. Perfect. So it seems like this could be what you're growing into. You are standing in your most solid power, and your feminine energy is so connected to that water. I can just feel it through the spread. Your intuition, on point. I did see the Hierophant in the pre-shuffle. And we do have this King of Wands energy here too. I really like his hand tat. That could be relevant. Or not. And I just like it. Either way. So it's like you're growing into your Wands energy. It's like you needed to trust yourself with all the other elements before you allowed your fire to burn brightly and like unabashedly. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul. Hope by Emily Dickinson. Check it out. I feel like this very much describes your growth. At first, you were kind of lost and alone, and you knew that you had the world at your feet. Like, the world is your oyster, you can do whatever you like. But getting there was the hard part. You couldn't see the path. It was hidden from you, and it was all on you to take the steps, make the action, and explain to everybody, or not, why you're doing what you're doing. And it's like everything was not seen to anyone but you, and that's why you were the one with faith. That's why you were the one with this path. Now you're getting everything that you want, and you're settling into this energy in this beautiful way. It's like you're coming back around to the wheel again. Now you've finished this cycle once more, and you're replacing any negativity with love. On her bracelet here, this looks like it could be a lepidolite. I wanted to say amethyst, but lepidolite is kind of my crystal for the day, so that's what this is. It's also a nice stone of soothing, calming. It helps you to feel calm and at peace in your heart space, just like this moonstone. You are the Queen of Cups and you are the King of Wands. You are passionate and sensual, and you go through everything with your full force. And that's beautiful, and you shine brightly like the diamond on his hand and that Rihanna song. You're balancing your masculine and feminine energy, and to match the moon, we could have the sun here, but instead we have the Six of Wands. So this is saying that there's definitely another party involved in some way, shape, or form on the happy side. So when other people are coming back into your life now, it's like they'll be coming to you through the light. They'll be seeing the light from you. But you are now, it's like maybe getting over some kind of social discrepancy in order to be your true authentic self and really forge the depth of the relationships that you actually want. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups again, and the Ace of Cups. 8 of Cups. Okay, so definitely there's a new physical beginning that's coming here. Definitely has to do with another party, other parties, you coming into union with yourself, coming into union with your head, heart, and body, right? And with the 8 of Cups, this also indicates a little bit of like not quite reminiscing, not quite sad, but a little bit like it's almost like reminiscing melancholy in like a fond kind of way is the vibe I'm getting from this. And underneath the moon card, it's like you're starting to find the beauty in the sadness that you've experienced. Maybe you're learning how to create from that place. So you're going back there, and it's beautiful because this is a cycle. We do live cyclical lives, and through this, essentially, it's like the universe is trying to push you to create, because that in itself will open up another door for you that I don't even think you see yet. We have Forge, Don't Follow, Pave a New Path, Be the Leader You Wish You Had. Absolutely. That's the energy you are, the energy you're stepping into, but it's like you needed to blindly get there in order for it to be authentic. It's like you couldn't know that's where you were going. Not entirely. You needed to believe it from the inside in order for it to be authentic on the outside, because this wasn't something for you to tackle from the outside in. The Void, Stop. Embrace winter, Great Cosmic Womb. Beautiful. So you could be doing some inner child healing at this time, working with maternal energy. You could be meditating a little bit more at this time. And with Embrace Winter, this very much goes back to the 8 of Cups and the Moon, along with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is emotional. Now, she's emotionally mature. She's very compassionate. She's very empathic, very intuitive. But she does experience a lot of emotions because she's highly sensitive. And that's not a bad thing. Our emotions are what guide us through life and allow us to get to know ourselves more deeply. And in order to be in this beautiful energy that you're in, and then create the beautiful whatever that you're meant to create, it's so important that you acknowledge the beauty in your life where you thought there was none, and acknowledge the sadness in your life where you thought there was none. And just watch the beautiful canvas that is your life. Appreciate it from all angles. Create. Come into union with yourself. Allow other parties into your life while you're in this energy, certainly, because this is definitely a raw and vulnerable, but beautiful and formative energy. So those that are around you right now, pay attention. This is your support system. This is authentic. So, I'm going to leave your reading there for you today, Group 1. I really hope that this helped shed some light and clarity on your situation. I love you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. I love you, and namaste. Hi there. If you picked Group 2, you picked this beautiful bloodstone that I want to show you with my flashlight, because it's gorgeous. Bloodstone, it helps you ground your energy through both your root chakra and your heart chakra. So it's really beautiful. It's green and red, and it kind of reminds me of dragon's blood resin, like energetically a little bit. It's really beautiful. It helps you stand into your truth and ground your energy. It helps you with your like dream work as well, I believe. So I'd like to get into your reading, Group 2. Ooh, we got King and 8 of Swords wanting to pop out in the pre-shuffle, so I'll just keep a little tab of that. So definitely this might have something to do with speaking your truth from your heart, or finding a form of stability and grounded comfortability that works perfectly for you. But let me see what the cards have to say. Okay, one more. Oh, that's why. You have the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. You're making a decision about speaking your truth, or you are finding clarity in your love life, and it's beautiful and awesome, and I am here for this. You have 6 of Swords. Okie dokes. So some harsh words perhaps exchanged in the past that led to a burden with this relationship. All right, so it's okay if we got a little bit of gunk in the heart chakra going on, a little bit of sadness. If you want to open up those shoulder blades, you can also stretch your hips. Hips and shoulders mirror each other. If you want to tackle it from a physical perspective, sometimes it's hard to work through those emotions. This cherubim on this card is standing out to me. So this lets me know that Gemini energy, this could be like inner child and being an adult. You are trying to find that perfect balance in the way that you talk about yourself. Maybe there are people in your life, this could have to do with, really anybody, that maybe treat you like a child in certain ways, and there are other people that treat you like an adult in other ways, but it could be maybe too much of one or the other, because truly, we are all children that are growing into adults. We're all adults that have been children, or we're all on a journey, and we're all still learning. Life is a lesson, and that's about it. So, we're here to enjoy it, but okay, 8 of Cups. So you let this energy go when it was stressful for you, but you knew you were going to come back around to it. You just were waiting for your clarity. So you spent some time alone, healing the situation and learning exactly how you deserve to be treated. But it's not just that. You were finding the light from the situation, finding the light in yourself, healing yourself, and transmuting that to create this new beautiful beginning with the Ace of Cups here. And these look like doves. These 2 doves that are mirroring each other, definitely a symbol of peace, duality in this relationship. Now vibrationally, things are changing from the 10 of Wands to the Ace of Cups, from hardship to harmony. So you're stepping into this new energy and you're kind of figuring out how to balance it. You are maybe taking the first new steps in this direction, and you're kind of liking where it's going, but it could be maybe we have the 6 on top of the Hermit. You could be missing your solitude a little bit, but you're out there. You're still, you got your staff, you're putting one foot in front of the other, and you're out there and you're working on it, and that's what's important. You're no longer rejecting this energy, but you are rejecting energies that do not resonate with you. I do not know what this rune is, but it looks like a sideways Pisces to me. So this has to do definitely with dreams, spiritual realm, childhood, inner child, playfulness, empathy, compassion, things like this. We also have Othala, which has to do with ancestors, generational healing, wealth. This is also a somewhat infinity symbol. It's not technically the infinity rune, but it is like an ancestral version of it. And then we have Fehu, which I need to double check because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with wealth. Okay, so weird. I just went to grab my flashcards because that's how I do stuff. And the one on top was literally Fehu, and the bottom was literally Othala. Okay, so we have inheritance, passing on ancestral home, native land, heritage, ancestors, and storytelling. And for Fehu, this F-looking thing on the bottom, this is wealth, abundance, prosperity, gold, cattle, etc. So this can also be exchange, right? Trade, prosperity, abundance, wealth. Cool. All right, your girl's not so rusty after all. Anyway, I'd like to pull from the Light Seers Tarot for you. So, I'd like to see, let's see why this is coming up. Why is this coming up? What do you need to know about why this is coming up? Okay, this star, it wants to come out in reverse, but I'm not doing that for you. Right now, we're not doing reversals because, I don't know. So we have the star, Aquarian, humanitarian, and also hopeful, wishful energy. This is about getting what you want, wishing upon a shooting star, getting what you're wanting. 17/8. That's my life path. So you are learning about yourself, applying that to your relationships, and creating a new cycle. And it fell right over the Othala, which is ancestral everything. So you are healing this, and you are opening up a new chapter. Beautiful. Starting a new cycle. It's like you're breaking it. Ancestral karma, generational karma. See the string tied around her hand, but it's coming from the sun. This woman has literally lassoed the sun, and she's pulling it down and holding it at her heart. She has a ring on her finger. She's committed to what she's doing. She is the card of Aquarius, the humanitarian. So she might seem aloof. You might seem aloof in your endeavors, but they are pure. They are innocent. They just don't want to get hurt. They're a little nervous about wearing their heart on their sleeve because they are so passionate about achieving their star, and their star is humanitarian. It's finding what's best for everybody. It's building a better world. It's being environmentally friendly. It's giving. It's doing things for the group, for the collective, not just for yourself. And this, you know that this step is going to bring you more security, more abundance, more wealth. And it's like, perhaps this ancestral karma was tied to your finances in the past. It could have been, you could have seen a direct correlation between your financial comfortability and this particular situation or relationship in your life. And that may not have made perhaps too much sense, but this wolf, this loyal dog on the right hand side of this king, is saying that this, how do I say this? The positive side, the light energy of this situation has been by your side the whole time, which is how you knew you would make it out and why you were not afraid to reach for your dreams in the meanwhile. And it's why you were successful at lassoing the sun. And it's why, now that you're sinking into this beautiful new energy, you are going to start seeing a difference in your abundance, wealth, and prosperity. You've made the decision to leave behind. Okay, we have the Six of Swords again. So you are definitely speaking up for yourself. If you are holding up your boundaries, if someone says something to you that you do not resonate with, or it is, how do I say this? If you don't resonate with it, or it's not respectful, there we go. If it's not respectful for you, you're cutting it out. You are unafraid of cutting things out of your life at this time, and that doesn't always mean people. I say this all the time. It's not always people. Sometimes it's energy. Sometimes the people come back around with different energy. Sometimes we just release people altogether because you realize the cycles of their energy are not beneficial for us. It really depends. And this isn't, notice judgment's not here. This isn't about passing judgment on anything or anyone or even on ourselves. This is about knowing your worth and showing up and trying anyway. This is transmuting energy. This is having a pain, having a burden, having an obstacle in the past, and then transmuting it into peace and love and shining like the sun and having doves and Ace of Cups and all this beautiful energy coming up, right? And you have the King of Wands. Beautiful. So this is saying that you're passionate, you're spiritual, you're on top, you are strong, you know what's going on, you are sly, you are sneaky in a good way, like you are, what's that word? Dripping in finesse. You are dripping in finesse. You are tactical. You are spiritually inspired. This is beautiful energy. And this is what you're using to transmute this. It's like you have this beautiful, strong, powerful energy, and it's like you are grounding your heart center. Everything that once hurt is now beautiful. And it's like you are using this newness to create a new beginning. Absolutely beautiful. I will pull 3 Moonology cards for you. We have a time for healing. You are good enough. Of course you are, Group 2, and communication is key. Okay, so if I can take this another spin, yeah, you have to say, I'm saying that you're definitely healing. I would say that you probably would say that you are healed, and that this is true. But that after we heal, we sometimes have scars, or at least some rough memories. So you're now dealing with reapproaching these energies, but from a new perspective, as we kind of brought up earlier. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, you keep showing up in your full energy. You have your SHIT together, full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. You show up. This is another allusion to the humanitarian vibe. Virgo is very humanitarian. It's very paternal. Maternal, likes to take care of others. It's also falling over the Hermit card, which is its ruling card. So you are definitely being practical, rational, organized. You are on top of your things. Virgo loves to work, have everything perfect. It's falling over the King of Pentacles. Look at this. It goes from speaking your truth to finding abundance, realizing that you're worth the prosperity that comes from the abundance, and the Hermit. You are a beacon of light that is perfectly fine independently on your own and is perfectly happy with others, because you know that you have yourself and you know that you have others. And here we do have, again, communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So notice the first card and the last card are both Gemini. So this is definitely this hot, cold energy. You are now finding the central point. So Gemini is intellectual, but the new moon is a very low energy. We are releasing things. So you are releasing past narratives. Other people are releasing past narratives about you. You're releasing past narratives about other people and what their narratives even are about you. And this is also that you can stand in that fullness of your energy. You can stand in that beautiful, powerful, abundant, just spiritual you-ness. And that's what you have to offer the world. You're beautiful, you're amazing, and your individuality is exactly, hello, star card, your individuality is exactly what's there for your success. And if you keep putting this healing off, well, you might feel a little bit stuck. The 4 of Coins, the traditional symbology here, now I didn't talk about the diamond before. The traditional symbology is this woman doesn't want to accept the 4th cup. She has 3, and they're usually empty, and she doesn't want to accept the 4th cup. She feels a little bit stuck for this reason. Now, this is a diamond in the rough. The fourth coin is always the coin that she wants, but the snake is not yet eating its tail. It's not entirely self-realized, or it doesn't appear to be, because it's too busy looking at the diamond. Now, if it's in the energy of the diamond, it won't be able to see the diamond from an external perspective. So make sure that you are working on your narrative, your self-talk, and make sure that you are manifesting things for yourself. One thing that's coming up right now is if you are working on your mental narrative, you're trying to manifest things. Don't say, you're abundant, you're abundant, you're abundant. Say, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant. I'm good enough. Communication is key for me. It's a time for my healing. So make sure that you have an appropriate mental narrative, and make sure you're being kind and gentle with yourself too, just as an aside, because we love self-love here. I think that's all the messages I have to share with you today. I really hope this helped shed some light and clarity on your situation, Group 2. I love you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. I love you. Namaste. Fancy meeting you here, Group 3. If you selected this blue Amazonite that I practiced crystal wrapping with, then you selected this group. Amazonite is very soothing. It helps with anxiety, it helps with depression, it helps just lighten the load a little bit, and it helps bring like a soft, gentle, but also determined energy to the heart chakra, and it helps you communicate your feelings a little more effectively. Now, copper is a conductor, so when electricity, such as energy from a crystal, comes into contact with it, it stores it and amplifies it. So, essentially, This is like you are definitely putting the brakes on a situation and looking inward. You're giving yourself some good old TLC self-love and taking a deep breath. I'd encourage you to do that right now as I start shuffling your cards. So, group 3, I'm excited to see what you have for me today. Then I'll have something cool for you back, and then we can keep playing this little tarot game. Okay, 3 of coins and King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you are definitely working on building something that is very important to you. Could have to do with somebody else, could not. Okay, Ace of Wands and the Death card. Ooh, okay. Passionate, fiery energy right away. Boom. So there's a lot going on. A lot. And you are standing big energy. You are standing in your strength. You are passionate. It looks like you are on a high vibe. You are in a very dense, strong vibe. And you are currently going through a massive rebirth. This card is a little bit gnarly. I have yet to see a death card that has decapitated heads on it. So, yeah, whatever this was not pretty, but you took the bull by the horns and you did the thing. So, I've been pulling more from the Tattoo Tarot, but I feel called to actually kind of hop into the light seers a little early for you. I want to get you some good, whatever that means for you. Okay. We got some flyers. I'm not going to take some of the little ones. Okay. Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man. You are changing your mind about a decision that you made or a particular situation in your life. We have 12-12 or 13-12. Okay, so you're seeing the mystical side of the closure of a cycle, but you've mastered something that had to do with perhaps learning occult information. You are now seeing things from a different perspective, and things are happening fast, but everything that you thought you knew before is slowly slipping away. Now, throwback to this Ace of Swords, this is like otherwise known as the jailhouse of the mind. I've heard other tarot readers call it. So you've definitely been in your head about a new beginning, and whether or not what you want is something that you can come to terms with or communicate. So you've been building this on your own. You needed to leave behind any energy that wasn't serving you, and you decided to just dive in and learn. That's what you're doing. That's what you've done. That's what you are doing. 9 of Pentacles, building again. She's also alone. You're finding your fulfillment. You are working towards bringing your heart's purpose out into the world. And this energy is so, strong. It's dense. It's excited. It's excitable. It's very kind of Sagittarius-y, like Jupiter, like fire, like strong. I kind of have goosebumps right now. Anywho, 8 of Wands all over this reading. So what's really beautiful here is that this strength of this calmness is what's being advised to you right now. So keep this strength, keep this density of your energy, but allow it to stay light at the same time. Allow it to be strong and light as a feather at the same time, right? So make sure that you are centered so that you can move swiftly and come back to center instead of having to travel all over the place. This is what you're learning. You have 88, so there are definitely cycles that are at play here, and you have 13 and 12. 13 reduces to a 4, so this could have to do with something that has to do with your family life, your stability, your comfort, feminine energy even, or you could just have been feeling stuck until you needed to really just take care of whatever this was. This could have been, I don't know, I'm not gonna put situations on you like that, but you had an idea. You went for it. It seemed like you did not know what you were doing and you made a mess of it. No offense. But you just went for it. That's the important part. And then you kind of learned as you went along. That's what we do. That's okay. So you went round and round and round trying to figure this out, seeing things from every single perspective. You could literally have been hanging upside down trying to figure this out. And then it just hit you. Something to do with moving, traveling, following your heart. Quick movement. But you were kind of like, oh, no, I can't do this. No. So you already moved. That was a 6 of Swords energy. You were communicating to everyone, oh, this big thing that you were doing. But then as you kind of learned, right, we were like, oh, darn. But there's still this fast moving energy around you. So now it's like there's this bubbling under energy that wants to pop off, right? This 9 of Pentacles, she is stable. She is grounded. She has built something, and is this an owl? She's got some wisdom. She's got some knowledge. She's learned a lot. She knows what she's doing. She's enjoying it. And she's happy, she's stable, and she's independent. It doesn't matter if anyone is there or not. Not that they're not there. I'm seeing 2:02 on the time as I'm recording this. Oh, and 5:55 on the recording time. Ooh, get it. Okay. So this is the big change that's coming, or that you're learning. It's being independent. It's not getting rid of people. It's not, oh, I don't need you, not needing people like that, but it's not needing people because you rely on yourself, but not needing to rely on yourself so much that you don't let people in your life. And it seems like you could have been perhaps teeter-tottering back and forth. Like maybe you just, like, these people's heads are like cut off. Like this was kind of gory. Like you could have definitely hurt some people in like a gnarly way while you were going through this. Like cutting people out of your life while they're just trying to support you because you saw them helping as not what you were supposed to receive. And like I always say this, I think I said this in group 2 also, but sometimes it's the people, sometimes it's the energy. And the energy sometimes comes from us, sometimes comes from them, sometimes it's just the vibration of our vibrations meshing, and that's the energy of the relationship, like a composite chart in astrology. Which I would recommend you look at now that it's coming up. You know, we have our what's it called? Synastry charts, where you put like your chart and my chart, and then we kind of see both of them. A composite chart is where we kind of take the mean, the average of all those placements, and then that is its own entity. So you can take a look at that physical chart, or you can just look at the energies of what you're going through in this way. Or you already could have. This could be what you've learned through your Hanged Man experience. I want to see why this is coming up. So, ooh, that was a sloppy shuffle, but it's okay. I'm going to get you the information. I want to see why this is coming up, because clearly it's been a journey, and there are some things that, there's something that you really want that you're trying to get rid of for the fact that you want it, because it makes you feel like maybe you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, but I have a feeling that you're supposed to be doing this so that you can thoroughly enjoy this in your life. And I'm hearing yes, 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 and yes, like in my head. So, I don't know, when you know, and I think that that's what you're going through right now. In whatever way. The Sun. 5 of Coins. And Knave of Swords, but we're not doing reversals for you because, no. Okay. So here we have some reversed Fehus. So this has to do with like perhaps like loss of abundance, but death. On top of the Death card, okay, and kind of like Ace in between the 8 of Wands, 5 of Cups energy. Okay, so there could have been some changes to your financial situation that were kind of showing you whenever you were standing in your light, things were moving for you. But when you started affecting other people with your healing, your physical stability and finances were put on hold. Like this was your spirit guides, I'm hearing, literally telling you, like trying to show you in the most physically, practically, rationally, tangibly manifested way. Knave of Swords. That quick, what is it? They say, never make, the 3 H's, never make a decision when you are, or hungry, angry, or tired. Not 3 H's. Hat. There you go. When you're hungry, angry, or tired, don't make a decision. And whatever this was that you have been learning about, it's put you through the ringer for sure. And I think that is a lesson that you needed to learn through this, because perhaps you have a history of being a little bit, perhaps like irrational and quick and like spontaneous, kind of like this 8 of Wands energy, but like not in the happy way, in like the destructive way maybe. And that's okay. Wands is also fire energy, and so is the Death card. So like, well, Death is technically Scorpio, which is water. It's Pluto, that's kind of like a fiery water, which is Pitta. Check out your Pitta. If you are into Ayurveda, you can check out the 3 ways that your energies are balanced. So look at your fire and water combinations and make sure that you're not being overpowered by your inspiration to just act from your emotions irrationally and quickly. So this is something that you are tangibly working through. You're trying to shine bright like the sun, but notice there are 2 of them here, because the sun is the only sun. But when you ground this energy, it is no longer one. The sun shares its position with the moon. There are 2 people on this card. So this is in a roundabout way, teaching you empathy by walking through it in a more difficult way. You could have been learning about perhaps past lives of yours, or just learning more in detail about earlier parts of your lives or someone else's. And it could have really shed a mirror onto you in a way where you didn't know which direction to take it, and kind of just exploded your life on purpose. But it didn't just affect you, and that wasn't what you were supposed to do. But everything happens for a reason, and you got where you ended up, and that's what's important. But from this place, you need to be so careful to stand in this new energy authentically without the ego. Because the sun wouldn't show up in the past side of the spread if there wasn't some kind of an over the death card, if there wasn't some sort of ego death that needed to occur. So just make sure you're keeping that in mind. I'm seeing 11:44 on the recording time. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. 11:44, as we know, this means you're guided and protected. You're in the right place at the right time. However, when there's a colon in between, it's also kind of like a fraction, right? So these are mirroring numbers. 11 is realization. 44 is like teaching mastery, and now teaching. Past, right, the 33. So now these are like beginning and like permanent, I don't know, making something permanent, like teaching, like helping others through. So I have a feeling that there are some things where you are now learning, but you're realizing, like you're learning that you are realizing things. And there's somebody around you that's trying to help you, teach you, that's already been through this. But this is exactly 12:33 on the recording time. Oh my God. This is exactly the person or people or situation that you tried to just give the axe. And I have a feeling that this situation is here for you unconditionally, but you might really want to be gentle about the way that you handle the situation, because you don't want to go rubbing your fingers in a wound, that will hurt, and you are the instigator. I could see some responsibility being taken here on your end. Would be nice, perhaps, but what's the most important is that you stand in your truth. Honestly, I mean, it's not screw other people. You need to be independent without it being in spite of others. That's what you're releasing. It's spite. That's what the sun. Okay. I knew I was going to get there. Thank you for your patience with me if you were waiting on that this whole time. I'm going to pull Ascended Masters Oracle for you. I want to pull some Spirit Guide sanctioned advice for my lovely group 3s, who I really hope took that breath earlier, and if they didn't, please do now. You have a right with Thoth. Okay, beautiful. So, definitely write how you're feeling. Write down your emotions. Write down what you're learning. I have a feeling that what you're learning is maybe putting together some puzzle pieces that others haven't put together necessarily in that way. So continue building what you're building. Write down everything that you're feeling, and if you want to express some things, but they're maybe not nice, or maybe you want to take some actions really rash because you are hungry, angry, or tired, just write it down. Write it in a journal. Write down your dreams. If they are disturbing or inspiring, or you remember them at all, write something down. Burn it if it doesn't serve you. Separately, Thoth, this is an Egyptian deity. It also mirrors Mercury, also deity and planet, which also mirrors Buddha, deity, not planet. So that could be relevant to you. Oop. Oh, hey boo. Duh. We got meditate, nurture yourself, and persistence. Lug is a Celtic druid deity of persistence. It is also the magician. And look at that light in his third eye. Ooh, get it. That main Lion Leo energy. So definitely go within. There are answers that if you're not, there is definitely somebody here trying to help you, but you are not listening because it is external. And that is what you're learning right now. So go within. Go within. Write it down. If you don't understand it, if it brings up any kind of uncomfortable emotion, just write it down, leave it, and forget about it. Meditate. Nurture yourself. Mother Mary. tune into your feminine energy. If you are Christian or you celebrate Mary in any kind of spiritual or religious way or anything, tune into her energy. Spend a little bit of time with her. One of my favorite prayers, incantations, mantras is actually the Memorare. Go ahead and take a look at this prayer. It might really give you some comfort. Let it be known that anyone who fled to her protection, implored her help, or sought her intercession was left unaided. I'm just going to leave that there. So, have persistence. Continue to create your life, but don't focus on working and building until after you have taken your deep, calm breath. Let everything out that's bothering you, because that's what needs to happen, is you need to let it out. You don't need to rearrange your life. You don't need to harm people. You don't need to hurt yourself. You don't need to ignore everybody or yourself. Just let it out in a way that is productive and honestly, like, just for you. Private. Not anybody else's business. Not bringing anybody else into your business. Just let it out. Anonymously. Then meditate. Take care of yourself. And then, and only when you feel good, then take your next step. 22, activation, inspired action, work. 22, duality, comes after 11. 2 comes after 1. You have to realize something fully before you can actualize and manifest it. 22. From there, you can become a master. 33. From there, you become a teacher. 44. This continues to go on in both directions. However, you may not skip a step. You need to let this energy out and see others around you who are leading by example, or who are not leading by example. Either way, go within a little bit more. I have a feeling you're saying that you are, but I feel like you're really not, and I feel like you know that. I feel like maybe you're drawing or dancing or reading and calling it meditating, and it's not. Go within, quietly, only with yourself. Don't try to talk to anyone. Don't try to talk to a deity. Don't try to ask for why this, what do I do? Just find the silence, the stillness. Samadhi comes from connection, from being, from connection and lack thereof. That's what you're learning. So just take care of yourself. Give yourself that mothering energy that you are seeking. Don't look externally for it, but know that it's there. Just open your eyes a little more. I hope this helped shed light and clarity on your situation, Group 3. I love you so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. And namaste. Love ya.